So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Let's go, D. 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Letting one fly deep for... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking deep for Hilton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Go. Go. Check 99. 46.
On 1st down, Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
We got this.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. From games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Man left, man left. Everyone's got 4 down. Mike. Hey, lady. Check 55, Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Watch the screen. Mike 55, Mike.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got it to Hilton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They go play action here on first down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off of play action, Darnold. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space. and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Receiver for the Jets a season ago, Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Faking the give, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Darnold now to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big 30-yard play on third. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Prescott off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Got you. I got you, son.
Third and long for Prescott. He's looking long for Witten. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold on the screen. This is Cannon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
You got it. You got it.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55.
Hey, Delta.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, team 6.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal. But the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
On 4th down, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Hey, kill. 47. Go to 54. Why?
On 1st down, Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Intended that time for Cooper. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Here we go. Go right in.
Mike 54. Take me up. Here we go.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one today